What the heck is poopin', H2Os and roller bros alike? I'm your guide, Q, and welcome to r/entitled parents. I've been getting so many suggestions for this subreddit, and I'm so happy you guys let me know about it, because these are amazing. This might be my favorite new subreddit, so let's just dive into these stories. We've got two of them, and they are both bangers. My daughter wants to pet your dog, give the dog to her now. I made this account just because I was so frustrated with what happened today that I needed to write it down so I won't explode. Warning, it's a long one. Today I didn't have school, so I decided, since it was a pretty sunny day where I live, to take my little dog, a 6-month-old King Charles Cavalier, for a walk. My dog's name is Lily, by the way. Everything goes well at first. I'm just walking around in my neighborhood looking at how adorable my puppy is as she walks in front of me and smells everything. At some point, I walk past a coffee shop. My parents and I visit this coffee shop very often, so the staff that work there know me personally, and I can safely say we have a very friendly relationship. And there is a mother, our future entitled parent, sitting on the outside tables of the coffee shop with her child that was about 9 or 10 years old. I would normally just walk past her, but her child got excited seeing my dog and started screaming that she wanted to pet it. So I just smile and lower myself to stand beside Lily as the little girl comes over to pet it. The first few seconds are going great. The little girl pets her head gently, asks me about my dog's gender, how old she is, and etc. Then out of the blue, she starts pulling on my dog's ears roughly, and Lily starts whimpering. Me takes kids' hands off of dog's ears as softly as possible. She doesn't like that, sweetheart. It hurts her ears. Entitled parent stands up from her chair aggressively, surprising both me and her child. Excuse me? Did you just touch my kid? Me, I'm sorry it bothered you. She just pulled on my dog's ears and I pulled her hands away to make her stop doing it. It won't happen again. So? It's a dog. She's an amazing girl and an excellent student. Let her play however she wants. No, it's my dog and I don't want your daughter to hurt her. At that point, she started getting pissed and pulled her child beside her, so I stood up as well and took Lily in my arms. Kid, Mommy, I want the dog. Entitled parent whispers something in her kid's ear that I didn't hear, but it made her kid smile widely. Entitled parent, let the dog down this instant and let my daughter play with it. I look at her shocked from the way she talks to me, but I still have a hope, so I simply say no. And oh boy, here we go. Who the hell do you think you are? My daughter wants to pet the dog. Give the dog to her now. Me, I don't know how, but somehow still calm. I'm the owner of the dog, and I don't want to do that. I try to walk past her, but she blocks my way with her body. My daughter wants the dog. I tried to be polite, but you are so rude and terrible. Give the dog to me. And she seriously pushed me and tried to take Lily from my arm. I somehow managed to step back on time and not lose my balance. The coffee shop manager, that is also a friend of mine, appears and separates us, since we're practically shouting at this point. Coffee manager, is there a problem here? Yes, there is! This girl has taken our dog away from my daughter's arms and refuses to give it back. She claimed my dog as hers. I was so stunned that I couldn't even move my mouth to defend myself. Coffee shop manager points at Lily. Are you talking about this dog? Yes. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I happen to know for a fact that this here dog is not yours. No, it's our dog. My daughter wants it. No, it's not, and I don't care if she does. I'm going to have to politely ask you to leave now. She hissed some offensive words, made a little bit more of a scene, and then started gathering her things. I just went inside to drink a little water because I was shook. Before they leave, I heard the little brat saying something along the lines of, "But you said this would work! You said I could have the dog and take it home!" I never believed that people like this actually exist. This bitch literally tried to steal my dog. I'm still shocked and my face is red like a bloody tomato. So I just don't understand how the entitled parent here thought she was going to get away with this. Like, I know that there was really no way, unless the coffee manager knew this person and their dog, that they would be able to identify whose dog it was, but the police would be called, this person could present vet records or something like that to prove that this dog is hers, and then this woman would be like caught for grand larceny or something like that. But I think the worst part here is that she is passing off these traits onto her daughter, passing off the entitlement onto her daughter, and her daughter's gonna grow up this way thinking that it's normal and create this vicious cycle that if she ever has kids, she's gonna make them entitled, and it's just gonna be bad news all around. My real only hope here is that the kid will remember this disappointment and remember that her mother couldn't just get anything she wants because she feels entitled to it, but I imagine her mom will brainwash her when she gets home and tell her some story about why it didn't work out, but I just really hope this kid is able to grow up normal somehow. Let me know if you think there's some way that this kid can somehow develop into a non-entitled adult. Did anybody out there have entitled parents and then realize that that entitlement was gross and that you shouldn't live your life that way? Like, let me know what the story there was if you ended up growing up to be a normal person with super entitled parents. Background: I'm an optician at a doctor's office. I'm situated in their waiting room. Although we share the office space, we are totally different entities and therefore do not share patient info with each other unless necessary. Someone forgot their insurance card at home, etc. Most people understand this, but some people give me crap about it. But I just gave it to them. Points at front desk people. Can't you just get it for me? Anyway, that's mostly irrelevant to this post, but if anyone's curious, I can tell more stories about those people in the comments. We have a sign detailing the optical shop hours, including the variable lunch hour. I try to go from 11 to 12 usually, but if people are slow or there's a lot of people waiting, I wait to take my lunch until later. On to the story. By the way, this just happened a couple hours ago. This lady EP and her kid EK, who was probably 7 or 8, were ordering some glasses from me. They were browsing frames around 10:30, so I figured, alright, I'll have a bit of a late lunch today. An hour passes and they've practically tried on all of the frames we had on display. The glasses are for entitled parent, but entitled kid wants a pair too, so obviously they get to try on things. I pull out all of my overstock frames to try and help them choose, frames that just don't fit in our limited viewing cases, but it takes them another hour to finally choose a pair for entitled parent. At this point, entitled kid has on a pair of $250 Coach sunglasses. She doesn't seem to be manhandling it, so I let her wear it through the transaction. I get her info, measurements, let her know her total, expected ETA, etc. All is well and good. Then they try to leave and EK still has the frames on. Me: excuse me, it's time to put those back, sweetie. Entitled kid: Mom said I can have them. Isn't she cute in them? Oh sure, no problem. Let me put your file back up and put them on your ledger. Just to be clear, your insurance won't cover a pair of sunglasses for your child. What do you mean? Your insurance paid for part of your frames that you ordered, but your daughter's glasses will not be part of the bill here. Well, you told me what my total was and I paid it. Me, inwardly stealing my metaphorical balls for the upcoming scene. Ma'am, that total was for the pair of glasses that I fitted you for. That was wrong, apparently. Well, you didn't tell me I have to pay for these sunglasses. Mom, why can't I have them? You let her wear them, so she should get to keep them. No one wants glasses that other people have tried on. At this point, other patients were staring in shock, and the front desk folks were aghast and slowly reaching for their phones to call the office manager. She's not my boss, as I'm more of a third-party dealer, but she's awesome and helps me out with some situations. Unfortunately, she was not at my location today. Ma'am, under no circumstance did I say that she could keep them. I let her wear them during the transaction because I thought she had every intent to return them when you were leaving. Well, they are hers now. Yeah! No, they are not. If you leave with those glasses, I will put the amount for them on your ledger. If you do not pay for them, my company will send it to collection. How dare you threaten me? I just purchased glasses from you and this is how you treat a customer? Ma'am, I'm not sure what you expect me to do. I can't let you leave with those glasses without paying for them. That would be theft. Mommy said they are mine! This piece of poop grabs the glasses and throws them on the ground and starts stomping on them. I am staring mouth open, eyebrows up in shock. There! See what you did? You made her do that! I'm not paying for broken stuff. No, I don't think so. Your daughter broke them. That means you have to buy them now. If you don't pay for them, I will be calling the police. You little bitch! You can't tell me what to do! Literally, the rest of the waiting room took a collective gasp. After a pause, I gathered myself together and started typing an email to corporate and canceling her order, returning her insurance benefits, etc. She had this unholy smug smile on her face, as she probably thought I was caving in and writing off the frame. LOL, nope. Okay, your order is cancelled. You'll be receiving a call from my corporate office regarding the destruction of property and harassment. They will figure out how to get payment for the broken frames. No, you can't! Your money Your money that you paid today will be reflected on your balance by the end of the day today. Wait, no! I am now closed for lunch. Interrupting again. I reserve the right to refuse service to anyone, and right now I refuse to serve you. Please be on the lookout for a call from my company in the next 1 to 3 business days. I locked the displays as she sputtered about how things were a misunderstanding, she didn't deserve any of it, I was being unfair, blah blah. Entitled kids started screaming about not getting sunglasses. The rest of the patients were shaking their heads, and one of the front desk people grabbed the broken frames and scooped up the mess. I put up my optician out for lunch sign and left. Not sure where they went, but they were gone when I got back. I got a quick response from corporate stating that they will be pursuing her and completely had my back. I will update when I hear back, but seriously, the gash and her gash droppings should get shot into the sun. I've never raised my voice to a patient before, no matter how stupid or annoying they were, but I guess there's a first time for everything. TLDR, entitled lady got pissed, I didn't let her kid walk out with free sunglasses, kid breaks sunglasses, I refuse to service, and corporate is pursuing legal action. Okay, so let me just start off by saying I think it's a little extreme to say that this woman and her child should be shot into the sun, especially the child, because the child was not born that way. It was raised by this woman to be like that. But secondly, I think I have a good idea of what this woman was initially trying to do. She was trying to get her glasses and maybe sneak out with those sunglasses without the employee realizing that her kid was walking out with them or that they should be charged for him. It's a terrible plan and it's still theft, but in that case, if you're doing that stupid strategy of theft, why not just be like, oh, oops, we'll just put those back. I completely forgot she was wearing them, or something along those lines, just to not make a big deal out of it. But to think that you were entitled to those glasses after she established that you were not charged for them. It's just a misunderstanding on the total price, but I'm sure she was trying to get them for free. But then once the kid breaks them, it's like you break it, you buy it, and that's just such a satisfying conclusion to this story. I'm so glad that this woman not only did not get what she wants in the form of free sunglasses, but she also is getting charged $250 for those glasses. And this is another case where I just wish the kid would go home and realize, like, oh, we didn't get what we wanted today. This must not be the way that life works, but I'm sure the entitled parent in this scenario will come up with some story about how they were wronged and how company policies are evil and they're only out to get us or something like that. But I really hope for the best for this kid, and I really don't think she should be shot into the sun. Like, I understand that this woman was very angry after this scenario, but this woman got what was coming to her, the entitled parent in this scenario, and now she has to pay for glasses that she does not even have in her possession. So I think overall it's a win, and you should just be satisfied with that. So let me know if you think there's hope for these kids, if through some form of self-reflection and life experience they can grow out of this entitlement that's been ingrained in them by their parents, or if you think they're kind of a lost cause. Skate on to the best of your abilities. Be sure to check out my Instagram and Twitter at QStarVideos, and my Twitch, twitch.tv/yourq, as in the Q that belongs to you. Those will all be linked down in the description, as well as Amazon affiliate links for all of my equipment. I'll see you very soon. Skate on to the best of your abilities and drink more water.